Once again, my name is Angela Sims. We're going to be talking about turning creative ideas into an actual business. Creativity is my jam, okay? That's what I talk about. That is what I am about. I live and breathe creativity, all right? So I am the kind of person where there's a million things floating around in my mind, and so I have kind of figured out a way to shift it from your mind to paper to an actual business, and I'm going to walk you through that. Little bit about me. I'm a craft and creativity blogger and a creativity coach at purplecraftdiva.com, where I do all things craft and creativity. I am a maker. I own 5 and 7 Jewelry Company, which is a faith-based jewelry brand. I have been a maker since young. I started my first business at age 10. Actually, let's just say 9, okay? Age 9. My great aunt, I actually have a cousin in the room. My great aunt took me to a craft class at 9. We learned how to make these t-shirts with puffy paint on them, and it sounds weird, but it was cool then, okay, y'all? And we would put lights in them and stuff, and I sold them for Christmas and Halloween and all kinds of things. But that turned into a business. It was called Angela's Creations, and it was my first business at age 9. And it really gave me the bug for entrepreneurship. It let me know that there's a different path, and yeah, I have a degree and all the things. I've been in corporate America, but it let me know that there's something more than the 9 to 5. And so I've been bitten by the bug ever since. I'm playwright, author, I have a degree, I'm a church administrator, blah, 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 blah. Y'all didn't come here to hear about me. Y'all came here to learn about turning your business into, and turn your ideas into a business. So before we go any further, there's this thing I do in my craft classes that I say, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, whoop, whoop, let's go, all right? So for some of you all, you have been here maybe for a couple of classes already today, or you getting to play hooky from work, whatever it is, let's loosen up. So I want y'all to say what I just said, okay? Come on, shake it out. Let's go. All right, 1, 2, ready, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Whoop, whoop, let's go. Okay, I give y'all 4 out of 10. It's not gonna be good enough for me today, y'all, okay? All right, let's try this again. 1, 2, ready, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Whoop, whoop, let's go. All right. Okay, so how many people in here consider themselves creative? Awesome, that's what I was hoping for. That's great. Consider themselves creative. All right. So you're like me, and you got a million ideas in your mind. I can fix this. Oh, you go somewhere. Oh, I can fix that. I'm an efficiency person. When I go into lines like TSA, I'm like, oh, I wish they would call me. I can figure this out better. You know, you got a million things working in your mind. What the heck are you supposed to do with those ideas? I can't go to sleep at night, Angie. I got stuff floating in my mind. I got inventions. I got ideas. I got businesses. What are you supposed to do with them? That's what we're going to figure out today. The role of entrepreneurship, the role of creativity in entrepreneurship is so important. Just think about the inventions that we have today. We would not be able to live the kind of life we live if someone had not tapped into their creativity. So for instance, we have this cutie here right here. He's watching a fun game on a portable TV, an iPad. He has something that's ear canceling headphones on. None of this would have been able to happen had someone not said, you know what? What if we take this big picture, put it into a smaller box so people can take it with them? That was somebody's creativity. Or I was saying like the iron. Someone said, man, when I wash the clothes, when I take them off the clothesline, they're still a little wrinkled. Well, metal gets hot. I wonder if I could put some kind of handle on metal so I can rub it on my clothes to smooth out wrinkles. That's somebody's invention. Okay? So where would we be without other people's creativity? So that's why your creativity is so important. I want to tell people your creativity matters. Your creativity is important. Your creativity is needed because what's floating around in your mind, those creative ideas that you have, could be the next thing I need, next thing your person sitting next to you needs. So it's so important. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so if you don't take anything else away from me today, I want you to know that creativity channeled into a productive model can really change your life. I'll use this example. How many know the name Tabitha Brown? She is becoming a household name. Tabitha Brown is an online creator. She started with, she was an Uber driver. She had aspirations to be like an actress or something. She decided to go vegan. She ate a vegan sandwich and said, hey, I would love to get endorsements, but I can't get auditions. And so she turned the camera on her Uber and recorded herself eating a vegan sandwich for the first time. That video went viral. And literally, she is almost a household name at this point. She is the poster child at Target. She has launched probably 10 to 20 items at Target. All because she decided one day, I'm gonna make this a go of it. So she used her, she's got a huge personality. She's got really cute sayings. She bottled all that into a good model. And now she is a poster child for Target. So it can literally change your life when you tap into your creativity. All right, so this, you might be saying, how? How do I go from the ideas in my head to the Tabitha Brown? Or how do I go, I always use Martha Stewart as well too. How do I go from being the housewife who has amazing recipes to being the home mogul? How do you go from that? All right, these are the steps. And these are the steps you'll probably want to write down. First one, the creative process of business development. Let me give you a little more backstory about myself. I have started probably 5 businesses, at least 5 businesses in my time. And some were great, some were not great. But those learning lessons that I learned is what qualifies me to be able to stand here and say, I've kind of figured it out, okay? We're gonna go through like a business vetting process of say, okay, this is kind of a cool idea. I wanna see if it's gonna work. So this is the business process, not only that I've heard about, but I go through personally every single time I wanna start a business. Very first thing you have to do is preparation. You have to prepare, and this is where this is just like exploratory. It's what I call throwing it on the wall. When I did corporate America stuff, I say throw it on the wall. Every idea is a possibility. No idea is too far-fetched. Take your ideas, throw everything on the wall. We're gonna do that in a minute, okay? This is the stage where dream big, everything matters. Nothing is out of reach. That's the preparation stage. You start telling your mind, I can do this. You know what? Maybe I could be an entrepreneur. Maybe I could start the business. That's the preparation stage. You start saving some coins because it costs money to make money. That's the preparation stage. You start, if you're a spiritual person, start praying about it. Lord, send me to the right, what you would have for me to do. Or you start meditating about it, getting quiet about it. You start journaling about it. That's preparation stage. Then you go to the incubation stage. And the incubation stage is where you start to do a little work. All right, so preparation stage is where an entrepreneur gathers all the information they need before starting a project. This stage also includes the brainstorming potential solutions and ideas for the problems at hand. So that's the brainstorming, throwing it on the wall. Number 2, the incubation stage is when an idea starts to take shape in your mind as an entrepreneur. So you went from, somebody told me my pound cake was really good, to maybe I could turn this into a pound cake business. How much money would it cost me? What kind of, to get started, what kind of licenses do I need? Where would I cook this at? Do I have to have a specific facility? This is when you start doing all your due diligence. And it starts to shape, can I actually make money doing this? That's the incubation period. Now, at the incubation period, it's no longer a far-fetched idea. It's no longer just a whim that came up in the middle of the night. Now you're starting to do your due diligence to really say, this could kind of be a business. All right, next, illumination. Illumination is when a solution or idea becomes clear enough to be a viable business or product. Now, the illumination stage is the hard stage. It's the stage where you have to do all the hard work. Now, let's say, hey, somebody says, I want to start a food truck. That would be cool. That's the preparation. Incubation, what am I going to sell in a food truck? Well, I don't know. I'm going to sell spicy egg rolls. I don't know, y'all, I'm hungry. It's getting close to lunch. I'm going to sell spicy egg rolls. Okay, all right. So that's incubation. You kind of come up with an idea. I'm going to sell maybe some fried rice with it or whatever you come up with. Well, the illumination stage says, okay, how much is it going to cost me to make a fried egg roll with spicy rice? Then you start doing the research. What's industry standard markup? I've been in a food business 3 times. So how much would I have to charge to make a profit from my spicy egg rolls? Okay, what kind of licenses do I need to have a food truck? Okay, what kind of investment do I initially have to have? The illumination stage is the hard stage. This is where you're putting your business plan together. This is where you are asking others in the industry, hey, how did you get started? I'll tell you all, one of the businesses that I used to own a physical brick and mortar bakery. There was a lady opening a restaurant. She was about 6 months down the road from me. I was like, can I just come sit and talk to you? What were you doing? What did you do? And she, some people will gatekeep and brush you off. She was so nice. Like, she was like, you need to go talk to this person at the government. You need this guy, and his name is Steve. He's not nice. And, so she was right. Steve was not nice. But, I was prepared now that she told me that. Go ask somebody who is where you're trying to go. That's the illumination stage. It is no longer an idea. You are putting on paper, I make this, or I offer this service. I can maybe charge this. I need to get these things in place, and that's how I can make a profit. So if you say, in our egg rolls scenario, if you say, I want to make spicy egg rolls. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a thing. And I'm going to have X, Y, and Z as sides. I want to make $5,000, $10,000 a month, whatever your goal is. How many spicy egg rolls do I have to sell at my profit point to hit my financial goal? Those are kind of numbers you're doing. A break-even analysis. How long is it going to take me to recoup the money that I put back into it? How much marketing am I going to have to get my food truck out? Why would people come to my food truck and not the food truck down the street? These are the kind of questions you have to ask in the illumination stage. See, y'all get it? It's a hard stage. It's a hard stage. But if you do the work, it'll be worth it. Then final stage is verification. Verification is the process of seeking comments and reactions from others to verify if you have reached your business goals. This stage determines if your idea will work or not work in reality. This is a stage where you have completed your business plan. Now you need to go to your mentor. You need to go to family and friends. You need to go to someone in the industry. Book somebody's time. You may have to pay for their time. Go sit at their feet and say, hey, this is what I have. What do you think about it? Now, I'll also tell you, this stage, verification stage, can be very humbling, because you may go to those people and they be like, you ain't got it. It ain't it. This ain't it. I'll give you all a story. I had a business idea in mind. I put it all down. I had beautiful graphics in this business plan. Let me tell you, I put the work in. I had all the numbers. I had the charts. I gave it to my dad, who's a business guy. He sat down, and he was known for using a red pen. He whipped out his red pen. He circled stuff. He was question marks, all the arrows. He gave me the business plan back, and he was like, I don't understand. And I was trying to do marketing, and he was like, I don't get it. He was like, sounds good, but as a business guy, how would I implement you into my business? Where do I put you? If you came to sell this to me, I wouldn't know what part of my business to put you in. So that made me go back to the drawing board and say, I need to change my messaging. Maybe give people examples. It made me start to build out, let me give you this workshop. Let me do this. And it also made me narrow down what type of businesses I was going to be hitting. Now, you may come to the verification stage and you get terrible feedback. And you have to start back at the beginning of preparation. But I don't want that to discourage you. It's part of the process. What if you would have started this business, this wonderful idea that you had, and you invested all of this money and it didn't work out? Thank God for the verification stage, right? It is an opportunity to really vet whether it's going to work for you or not. So I have personally had times, I know I have had friends times, they get to verification, and that's the end of the cycle for them. At times, if it doesn't work out, you don't get feedback, the bank says no, your mentor says no, your friends say no. Now, grandma might probably said, good job, baby. Grandma don't know. Grandma's excited you had 2 ideas to put together. But everybody else is like, this is not a viable idea. Then it goes back to preparation, okay? Any questions so far? We're gonna go a little deeper in these. All right, there are things that I have noticed that all successful startups have in common. Have you ever seen to where there are, let's say, a lip gloss company will pop up, this lip gloss company will pop up. Why does this one soar and this one doesn't? What's the difference? It's a lot of factors that go into that, but there are a few things that I have noticed that is a common denominator. One, they are operating in an area that they are skilled to accomplish. Number one. If you are wanting to start in our egg roll scenario, if you want to start this egg roll business, you've never made an egg roll in your life, I'm sorry to tell you that might not be it. You can go to a couple of classes, okay? Learn how to do it first. But you have to be in an area that you're skilled to do it in. If you're offering a service, you're offering mentorship, you're saying, hey, everybody comes to me for life advice. I want to be a life coach. But you have no idea how to like set appointments or talk to people one-on-one. You just used to gabbing or being a confidant to your best friends. Maybe go to some classes for that. Get some education. Skills can be learned, but you have to be in an area where you are confident in it. 2, they are in the right market at the right time. Unfortunately, there are ups and downs to this economy. There are demand shifts. If somebody was offering toilet paper in March of 2020, they are millionaires, let me tell you, okay? But if they were offering that same toilet paper right now, it's on every corner. I can go to the gas station and get toilet paper. So you have to be at the right place at the right time. And how do you know if you're at the right place at the right time? That's that verification stage, okay? Number 3, they have personally invested everything and have a passion for what they're doing. If you are not excited about what you're starting a business to do, it ain't gonna work. Let me tell you right now, for somebody I'm a serial entrepreneur, there will be ups and there will be downs. If you are not passionate about what your creative idea is, you will not withstand the hard days. So the lip gloss companies, one person might have been, oh, it's fun to make lip gloss. And someone else said, I have to feed 4 kids. I'm good at making lip gloss. I'm going to make this work come hell or high water. I didn't invest in my 401k. I have sat down with every industry person that I know. This lip gloss thing going to work versus, oh, it's kind of fun. Okay? You have to have a passion for it. Those are some of the things that I see with successful startups. All right, so this is my, let me see what time we got. Okay, so this is my business vetting method. My signature method. This is where we're gonna get interactive. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all my story where this came from. Yes, I know, baby. It gets this entrepreneurial journey can get rough sometimes. But I was laid off from my corporate job. It's 2008. We were in an economic turn down. Okay. I consider myself to be very hardworking. So I was like, I never thought I would not have a job. Okay. I had applied to over 100 jobs. Couldn't find one. Nobody could find a job. So I was sitting in my living room at the time, and I had this huge fireplace. And I was just like, Lord, it's got to be more to life than this. And so I got my, just random, like a random Tuesday night, I got me a stack of paper, and I wrote on there everything that I'm good at, okay? Everything I felt like I had a skill at. I put one at the top of each piece of paper. So I'm good at X, Y, and Z. And I went and I taped it to my mantle. I'm good at marketing. Bam. Taped it to my mantle. I'm good at baking. Taped it to my mantle. All the things that I was good at, okay? And they stayed up on my wall, on my mantle, for like over a month. I had friends come in and were like, it's junk in here, and what is this? Don't you worry about it. I'm going through some things, okay? Gosh, I'm figuring some stuff out in my life. But it was my process. All of those ideas were just floating. I had to put it on paper. So now I have a mantle full of ideas, and I had to go through one by one of what would work for my life, right time, right place. The top of the thing, let's say skill A, I wrote everything down, every way that skill could make me money. I have a degree in marketing. Every way marketing can make me money. I am good at baking. Every single way baking can make me money. And as I would walk in my living room, I would write something else on it. And I would walk in the living room another time and be like, nah, I don't like that idea. I scratch stuff out. It was an ongoing process. And that is how I started 3 of my 5 businesses. So I narrowed it down to 5 things. I had 8 foolishness things on there. Good Lord. I knocked it down, and 3 of those things I have put into the atmosphere. So let's walk through it. Y'all ready? Yeah. Y'all ready to walk through it? Yeah. Come on, that's 2 or 3. Well, I need somebody in the back there. Are you ready to walk through it? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Take your paper out. You need Post-its, and you need paper. Does anybody not have the fireplace? Okay. Hey, Jalen, can you help me out? Anybody, just raise your hands. He'll bring it. This is my awesome nephew. Ain't he cute? Oh, my gosh. He is amazing. And does anybody need, you're going to need, the Post-it notes are going to be like our sheets of paper. Does anybody need Post-it notes? Okay. You can kind of break them up. There you go. Mm-hmm. And how are you? I know you. Yes. Yes. Anybody need Post-it notes? Okay. Mm-hmm. Over. Is some back there? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh. Here you go. And they kind of break up if you're. Mm-hmm. Some Post-its. Okay. Here's some Post-its. We got our standing room only back. Oh, okay. Come on. And there's room up front if you want to come up front. Anybody else need Post-its? Yeah, we need Post-its. 3 or 4, just for right now. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. You all might have to share. Getting low. You'll need maybe 3 or 4 yourself. Okay, there's a few more. So everybody have at least a couple Post-its and a fire. All right, what I want you to do, let me get. Okay. I want you to take your piece of paper, your little Post-it, and then at the top of that, I want you to write down everything that one, you're good at or skilled at. You have a big interest in. Somebody told you that you're good at it. If you had training in that area, you feel like that you would excel in that area. Or something that just really excites you. So every idea is going to be its own tab. Now, this is your personal paper. I'm not collecting this. This is not homework. This is between you and your creative mind. If you want to shield it to yourself, you can. If you want to do it on your tablet, you can. But I'm going to give you a few minutes to do that. Yes. So let me see a tab here. Okay. So I'm going to take this tab and I would put creativity as my jam. And just at the top of this, I'm putting creativity, and then you can put it on your mantle. Okay? And then the next one would be whatever, skill number 2. Another Post-it, put it on the mantle. This is your proverbial mantle. There you go, sir. Okay? I'm going to read it one more time. Things that you're good at or skilled at. Things that you have interest in, a big interest in. Remember, it has to be something you're passionate about. Somebody told you you're good at it. Somebody said, hey, I love those fried egg rolls you made. If you had training in that area, then you may succeed. You want to be a math teacher, but you're not sure you know all the latest math. But a couple of more years of school and you could be the bomb math teacher, put it down. Something that excites you when you think about it. Okay? Now, if you say I only got one thing, I want you to dig just a little deeper. I need you to get at least 3 or 4 things on your paper. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet and let you think. Do, 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 do. Are you brainstorming? Nothing is off limits in this stage. If you're having a hard time thinking, think about things you've excelled in the past. What classes were you good at in school? If your friend said, hey, let's go to so-and-so tonight, what would excite you to go? Maybe that's something you have a passion in. If my friend said, hey, let's go to the club, I would be miserable. Maybe I shouldn't start a club business. If somebody said, hey, let's go to a pottery class, I would be in the car because I love crafts. Mm-hmm. And every time I have to go out into the rain, I say, why hasn't someone invented an umbrella you can hook to your walker? Bam, put it on a sticker. Yep. Perfect. Perfect.
Also, you have a lot of validation over here. Like, a ton of people are just like, great idea.
I know, verification.
There's some verification.
As soon as you said it, I'm like, yes. Okay, does everybody have at least 3 or 4 things on their paper? I'm loving these fireplaces. Look at them. Okay. All right. You ready to move to the next step? Next, so the fireplace was our preparation period, brainstorming. We threw it up on the wall. So now we're going to go into incubation. We're going to do a little more research, have a little deeper thought about it. Next, that takes us to, we're going to start eliminating some things. I want you to go back and look at the things that you listed. Read over each of the skills that you listed, or ideas, or whatever you put on your paper. Now ask yourself, if I had to do this task for the rest of my life, would I be happy? If I had to create an umbrella for my cane for the rest of my life, would I be satisfied? If you read over some of those things and you see something right away, rip that off. You can scratch an X through it. You can rip it off, tear it off, but go through. Mine, I had singing on the list. I sing occasionally in a church choir. My cousin, I need you to be quiet. I sing occasionally. I like a good karaoke night. But if I had to sing for the rest of my life, I would be miserable. It's not my thing. It was the first thing to come off the wall. So I want you to go back through and say, would I be happy if I had to do this for the rest of my life? If your answer is no to any of those skills, you can either put an X through it, you can tear it away, you can throw it away. But we only want to put energy into things that we're excited about for the long term. Okay? Have you processed out? Did anybody want to say something they crossed out? Sales. Hey, you got to be a salesperson to love sales. Anybody else? Something you was like, no, I can't do it. Yes. Writing. That's another one. You got to be committed. Anybody else? Yeah.
I love food, but I can't do the food industry.
Food industry is a rough industry. I'm not going to lie. Yeah.
But I want to add, if you're not well versed in writing, please utilize AI. That is what it's here for. ChatGPT is amazing. Most of your phones have it. Almost every website now has some type of AI integration into it. And if you don't know what captions to put, you don't know what descriptions to make, go in there and don't just take the first answer. Just keep
Yeah.
putting that in ChatGPT. Maybe ask it in different ways. If you don't know the prompt, ask, hey, how do I ask ChatGPT how to do this? It will literally tell you.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah.
My Gen Z nephew said, I love it. Yes. As a blogger, I use it from time to time too. Anybody else want to share? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. That's okay. That means you love them all. When we start going through the verification stages and you really put your time into it, one will generally pop to the top. Something's going to be more complicated than the other. Some's going to cost more money than the other thing. Something is just not going to be the right timing for it. So that's okay if you didn't cross anything out. But I do want you to look at it with a critical eye, though. I know they're all your babies, but we can't, right? They all can't wear this, one t-shirt at a time. Okay. All right. Step number 3, you'll see this thing where it says method 1, method 2, method 3, method 4. This is where you are going to take that skill, that idea, whatever you listed, make a list of every single way that skill can make you money. This task may take some research. This is not something you're going to completely do sitting right here. Head to Google, head to AI, and search for how to make money doing X, Y, Z. Okay? If you have no idea. Let's say, hey, I got a great idea. I have no idea how to make money with my invention. Thank God for Google and AI. Tap it into the chat and start to follow people that are already in the industry. Okay? Go to social media, Instagram, TikTok, somebody that you admire that's doing it. Go to their pages. How are they making? When I started blogging, there were this thing called in the blogging world called income reports, which is weird. They would literally sit there and tell you how they made the money for the whole month. I made this much money on Mediavine. I made this much money with this gig. I made this. And so I was like, okay, I got to learn how to what is Mediavine? I got to learn how to do. So start following people that are doing what you're wanting to do. Also, you want to sit down. This is another opportunity to sit down with people who are already where you're trying to go. Here are a few, and then I'm going to give you a few minutes to think. Here are a few profitable, I think I have this on a slide. A few profitable avenues to consider. Find a job in that skill area. That's a way to make money in that area. You're good at finances, go get a finance job. Or you could teach your skill. You can sell products from your skill. You can be an influencer in your skill area. You could collaborate with someone else to establish a larger skill set. If you're good, if you have a product idea, somebody across the room is good at sales, somebody else is back there good at marketing, y'all could come together and create an agency, okay? You could publish articles in your skill area. You could write a book in your skill area, become a speaker in your skill area. Creativity is my jam. I get the opportunity to come before you and talk to you about creativity in business. All right. Become a speaker, create a brand new product in your area, and so on and so on. So I'm going to stop talking again. I'm going to give you a few minutes to think about it. I want you to take your sheet, and given the little posters are small, so you may want to write on the back of your paper or something. You have your idea, list at least 3 or 4 ways that way can make you money.
Does anyone have the Wi-Fi?
Oh, I think I saw it on the wall. You want me to call it out? Sorry. Oh, you have it? Okay. All right. There you go.
Thank you.
Utilize your resources. One good thing about these workshops and conferences, you're surrounded around people that are thinking like you. Ask people at your table, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. How can I make money at that? Brainstorming ideas. Oh, I skipped one. Social media, YouTube pages, TikTok, Instagram. There are 20-somethings making 6 figures on TikTok. If you got the time and a good video camera, that might be your thing. Okay, I'm gonna give you about 1 more minute. Like I said, you're not gonna finish it all here right now, but this will give you a good jump start. Okay. Does anybody want to share their idea? It's one thing that you came up with, a way something can make you money. Content creation. What's your area? YouTube. There's money to be had on YouTube. That's for sure. Social media in general. Okay. Are you on social media now? Okay, perfect. Yes. Get you a camera. Let me stop giving you my suggestions. But I have been there. Crank it out every day, 2-3 times a day. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yes, speaking and facilitation, but more specifically within a specialized area, that's when you're able to make more.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be an option for me.
I love that. I love that. You're a great speaker. Yes. I love it. I love it. Figuring out ways how you can do 2 at the same time. Events need bands. Yes, go ahead.
One of mine was speaking, encouragement, and teaching. That's one of the skills I feel I have.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this isn't really a way to make money, but it's a way to kind of get into that field more, I wouldn't mind signing up to teach classes at events like this
Mhm.
on the information I already do know to give to others because I love giving information
Mhm.
and I love speaking, I love teaching, just telling. So
I love that.
to teach classes.
Love it. So your next step in your due diligence is going to be researching opportunities to do that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And then the next step after that is how I can put some coin in my pocket.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're talking about successful businesses. Okay, very good. Anyone else before I move on? Anybody else? I love this. Great ideas. All right. So I want you to think about these things. How does my product or idea or service help somebody? How does it help somebody? In the lip gloss, this one person started a lip gloss company because it was fun. They enjoyed making it. The other person is looking to feed their family. They like lip gloss, but that's their avenue. Why would somebody choose their lip gloss over somebody else's? That's what you need to think about. You're offering a speaking opportunity. Why would someone choose your speaking idea over someone else's? These are things that you'll put in your business plan. Your unique positioning statement. Why you and not Joe Schmo? Okay. What need does it feel in the society? I could come up with the coolest thing in the world and y'all have no idea what it is. Be like, what is this? A Google? You have to make sure it's something that people are going to want and buy. That'll come, you'll start figuring stuff out like that when you do your verification stage. If you're doing something in the food industry, cook it up, give it away, see if people like it. If people are like, oh, thanks, maybe it's not good. If people keep calling, yeah, go ahead.
I'm just with the food thing too. I took a business class, and I'm not in the food world, but in the business class, they talked about if you're doing food-based businesses, give it to people who aren't your friends,
yes,
aren't your family. I've never heard of you before because your cousin may love your lasagna, but unless your cousin is coming to buy your lasagna every single day in your restaurant, it doesn't matter that your family loves it. So it was just a really great tip. Again, I'm not in food-based businesses, but if you're doing testing and marketing and food-based, find people who don't know you, who have no desire to who don't care if you succeed or not, because those are the people who are going to walk through your doors, come to your food truck, etc. Sorry, it was just
no,
really
that is perfect. And you look for me. I think were you? Yes, absolutely. Okay.
I was at your class last.
Yes, I was like, your face is familiar. Yeah, listen, I've been in the food industry and I had a very humbling time. So my bakery was booming. I wanted to start selling it wholesale in different locations. I took it to owner of a restaurant and they were like, and so they didn't want to eat it in front of me. So they told me to leave it. I called back the next day and she was like, nobody really liked the red velvet. You have got to be kidding me. My red velvet cake's my most requested cake. What did you not like about it? It was just a flavor profile they didn't care for. And so, you have to send it to people who are not your friends that are being nice to you. It's still good. I don't care what they say. Maybe it just won't be at their restaurant. Okay. Focus, Angie. All right. What makes your product better or different than others? We talked about that. Why is this idea creative? Why is this idea creative enough or out of the box enough? Is it out of the box enough? Have you pushed yourself out of the box enough? Okay. You say, I want to make lip gloss. What kind of lip gloss? Is it long lasting? Is it color? Is it moisturizing? Have you pushed yourself to really cultivate the idea? Okay. And then what would make someone choose your product? Get this, not just to purchase once, but to purchase for a lifetime. Or what would cause someone to continue to come back for your service over and over again? You're a therapist. You want to start your own practice. Why would somebody continue to come back to you? These are questions. This is the hard stage. These are the questions I feel like business owners don't ask themselves. They say, I got a good idea. Next thing you know, they're at a pop-up. They're selling their invention. Well, we got to do the due diligence to make sure it is a viable idea. What? Yes. Yeah.
might be okay with it.
That's where you have to do your due diligence to do research about it. I know we're all entrepreneurs and we think our idea is the greatest thing in the world, but the entire world is not going to be your customer. So you have to find who your customer is. My flavor is more like soul food based. It wasn't a soul food restaurant. It was more of a mainstream restaurant. Maybe it was not for their clientele. Okay. You have to find who your customer is. So, but if you start getting no's at every turn, then you need to look inside. Okay. Did you have your hand up? Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say that I think I've learned that it can be amazing to me, but unless someone is willing to pay for it, then I'm gonna spend a lot of time and money creating something that no one purchases.
Yeah.
And so my last approach was actually getting yeses from companies before I create courses or content, and then spend the time to develop it.
I love that. I have heard that from others, especially online creators. You know, it's a whole online digital world. People, online course. We've all probably taken a course online. If you haven't, there's a million to choose from. I have heard people say, sell the course before you make it. Come up with an idea. Make sure you actually go and sell it. But, it's a good way to do your due diligence. Very good. Anybody else? Those are good. Two good things. Yes.
Listening to what she was saying, and then also just like from the lip gloss standpoint, marketing, what would make somebody pick up yours? It could be just the packaging,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's pretty or not, or it speaks to you, have a little bit of glitter or something. If somebody did the spicy tacos, they put it with a little garnish on
Yeah.
a nice plate in the picture, and also just promoting themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So presentation and marketing matters.
I agree. And she doesn't just sing a little bit, she sings a lot. She's amazing. That's my cousin, by the way. Yes, packaging is definitely important. I mean, marketing is definitely important. It's my area. I don't want to go over our time because I got one more step. When I started my jewelry brand, I started the whole purpose of the jewelry brand was to inspire people with beautiful pieces. I want, whether they love the piece or not, I want them to feel empowered when they wear it. So that spoke into how I developed the packaging, the wording, I put my stuff in velvet bags, and I want gold foil, and I want luxe. I want the ladies to, when they open them, like they feel special. And when the words I started getting back, when people start getting their packages, oh my God, this is so fancy. Oh my God, can I afford this? Exactly what I wanted. I want people to feel like they're the prettiest person in the world in the room, So, yes.
So, going back to what you're talking about, what she's talking about packaging, marketing, what makes people want something.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing we really haven't talked about is price point.
Yes.
And price point, to me, the price point is really important. So
Yes.
if your packaging is beautiful and gorgeous, but you're $2 more than somebody else, I may go to somebody else that's
Mm-hmm.
paid for that. So
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes from a marketing standpoint, you forget about the customer end user and what they're willing to spend and what we have to offer.
I agree. That is 100% correct. You can go into a mall, and I think it comes down to who your customer is. If you're looking for high-end luxury customers, they're gonna pay. They want the looks. Okay. If you're selling to someone, like for instance, let's take. Okay. Well, let's take Walmart and Target. They sell virtually the same things, right? But one is more fashion forward. One, the aisles are clean. They have fancier home decor. They use big names like influencers and stuff. That's Target. You have Walmart. They sells the same toilet paper, but it's wrapped up in an economic way. It's not a lot of flash. It's not always clean. I love Walmart. It's my store. I'm a Walmart girl with Target. I know. But yeah, it's not, the presentation is different. But when I know I have $50 and I need XYZ, I don't want to pay the premium at Target. I want to go get the bargain toilet paper at Walmart. But then when I am maybe looking for new pillows for my couch, I know that there's a more higher level look at Target. So it's you have where your customer is. This is great feedback. Anything else? What I'm trying to get across to you is that do the work. That's the next slide, I believe. Do the work. You got an idea, you got a service you're trying to come up with. Go home, re-go through these steps. I want you to re-go through the preparation stage, the incubation stage, the illumination stage, and the verification stage. Work your idea out. Make a physical business plan. I know we talk about that in entrepreneurial classes. You hear this all the time. Oh, is it old school to make a business plan? No, because even if you never give it to one person, it makes you do the work to think through it. Why? What's the purpose of this? What's the goal of this? Make money, right? If it's not doing make money, you should be starting a nonprofit. To her point, you can have the best idea in the world. If nobody buys it, it was a passion project. There's just nothing wrong with passion projects either. Do the work. Put the work in. I'm going to let you know right now, it takes money to make money. So figure out how to get to venture capitalists or figure out how to talk to banks. My first business that I needed money for, I was 31. I had no idea how to ask. I was asking for $200,000. I had no idea how to ask for that kind of money. I went to several banks. They were like, who are you? You done what? No. I took my dad with me one time. He was in a suit. My dad's was the big business guy. He and the guy, we went to the bank together after I had some no's. Everybody in the room talked to my father. He's an older guy. He was dressed in probably a 3-piece business suit. Looked like he had some money. It was my business. And my dad kept saying, you all need to talk to her. So you have to learn how to get money. I finally got a loan. I'm still paying on that loan. But these are things. You have to have money, start saving, start investing, those kind of things. But do the work. And then once you've done the work and you've gotten great reviews from someone, then it's time to put it into action. Don't let that business plan sit on your nightstand for 6 years. Don't let that book idea just rest after you've done all the work. Then you want to put a game plan together, put some dates to it. I got this idea. Everybody loved it. My break-even point says I'm going to make money within 2 years. Say, I'm going to launch this within 6 months, or this is my first step. I'm going to have my marketing out by this step. Social media up at this step. Put dates on it to do the work. All right. Those are my last points. Any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I know I'm back here recording. Marketing, we should talk about it. It is really key. I don't care if you guys are doing it on your own. Everyone's got a cell phone nowadays. Your phones shoot 4K. Your phones shoot amazing quality images. I can make images on my phone look like I took it from a professional camera. YouTube University, TikTok, look up how to use what you guys already have so that you're not having to spend secondary money. Spend money that you guys don't have. Use Canva. You guys are trying to make marketing materials for yourself. It's like $15 a month. You can do different fonts. You can add videos, pictures, it edits.
To start for free.
And if you guys aren't wanting to do that on your own and you're wanting to outsource, pay for it. Don't just try to look for stuff for free because you get what you pay for, right? You guys are trying to pay for professionals. You're trying to pay for people who are going to market your product and storytell in the way that you envision it yourself. So marketing is really key, and I highly advise you guys to at least save a budget. If you aren't wanting to, right, if you're wanting to put your focus into your product and not to the marketing, that's another job for someone else to do. Just heed my advice, marketing. Look up on YouTube and TikTok. If you don't want to hire someone, please do it on your own.
Very good. All good points. How can you work with me? Oh, go ahead.
Outsourcing, paying someone for it is excellent. If anyone has Fiverr, that's a good source to go. They have all kind of outlets for different categories.
Yeah. All kind of Fiverr, Fiverr, I believe. Yeah. I've used it several times. How can you work with me? I am creating a business launch course. We take this information and do the deep dive. And I personally walk you through it. It'll be open enrollment starting in February. I'll give you a QR code here in a minute that you can look at. I would love to see some of you all in there. Some wonderful ideas in the room. 2, I do corporate workshops, creativity workshops, how to tap into your creativity. If your workplace, I've done that for some people in the room. If your workplace is interested in having a workshop tapping into your creativity, I offer that. Yes. Yes.
And really enjoyed it. If you're looking for like a creative way to do like team building or creative or like a retreat, that's what we did, and my team loved it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And of course, crafts galore. I'm a craft blogger. So if you want to stay in touch with me, you can scan this QR code there. And that is all things Purple Craft Diva. Did I tell you all that that's what I go by, the Purple Craft Diva? I think I skipped that. Okay. It's not about me. That's the QR code if you want to stay in touch with me. And then last but not least, I'm a business person. At the end, we talked about marketing. If you are interested in 5 and 7 jewelry, I'm giving a 15% off code just for coming to the class today. So you can go to 5and7.co and put in the code GEWKC. I thank you all so much. I got one last task before everybody leaves. Okay, I told y'all I'm a craft blogger. We got to do a video. We got to do a video, okay? All right. So when I start spanning, I want y'all to just, hey, okay, all right? Y'all got it? Hey, let's practice it. Hey! No, y'all got it. Okay. We're at the Chiefs game. You're getting excited. Hey! Woo! I'm here at Global Entrepreneurship Week, Kansas City, with a room full of entrepreneurs. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a great day. I hope you learned something today. And if you have any questions, I'll be here for a little bit afterwards.